When was the last time you were reminded that you matter by a simple act of kindness? Sometimes the smallest acts, a single word, a name, a moment of presence, can completely change someone's day. Today, I'll share a simple story that reminds us why seeing people as individuals, not as groups, is the kind of kindness the world truly needs.
Welcome to the Live Right Now podcast with me, Allan. This is where mindfulness meets everyday life. Thanks for joining me for this reflection on living with intention. Let's talk about how we can live right now.
Hello, beautiful souls. It's Allan, and welcome to Live Right Now. I'm grateful we get to share these few minutes together. My hope is always the same, that something in our time today reminds you to be more present, more grounded, and more intentional in the way you move through your life. Now, not that long ago, I saw a quote from Aesop, the fairy tale guy, that said, "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." Now, I want to tell you about a moment when I saw that in action. Nothing dramatic, nothing newsworthy, but one of those quiet human encounters that stays with you because it reveals something true about the world and about us. I was on a trip not that long ago, and I was in line for a cook-to-order omelet at the hotel breakfast bar. The chef that morning was a gentleman who appeared to be Hispanic, and you could tell immediately that he was a bit overwhelmed. There was a long line of guests, including several police officers ahead of me. They were polite, respectful, just waiting for their breakfast too, but you could still see the stress in the chef's eyes, in his expression, his tight shoulders, moving quickly, doing his best just to keep up. Have you ever watched someone working under that kind of pressure? Yeah, I kind of felt that tug in your chest because you've been there too. By the time he got to me, he looked exhausted, and it was still pretty early in the morning. He finished my omelet, handed me the plate, and as I took it, I glanced at his name tag and said, "Thank you, Hector." That's all I said, just his name. And everything changed for just a moment. The tension in his face softened, smiled a little bit, his posture relaxed. That genuine smile broke through, the kind that comes from feeling seen, even briefly. That moment has stayed with me, not because of the omelet, which was really good, but because of what it reminded me about people. As I walked away, I kept thinking, well, how easy is it for us to judge or fear people when we reduce them to categories or groups? Those people, that group, people like that. Labels that strip away individuality. But when you're standing right in front of a single human being, one person with a name, a history, a set of worries and hopes and responsibilities, all those broad assumptions start to fall apart. There's a quote that I heard in different forms over the years. It's easy to hate people from far away. It's much harder up close. Well, up close, people stop being ideas. They start being human. Up close, you can see the stress in someone's eyes. You can hear the fatigue in their voice. Up close, you can understand, even briefly, that you have no idea what they're carrying. Who in your world have you only seen from a distance? Someone you've never really talked to, never asked a question, never really learned anything about. What might change if you saw them up close? Most of the time, people aren't asking for much. They want to be acknowledged. They want to be treated with dignity. They want to feel like they matter. And sometimes, all it takes is a simple kindness, or a moment of presence, or a name spoken out loud. There's another quote that I love from Rabbi Kushner. Do things for people not because of who they are or what they do in return, but because of who you are. That's the heart of what I'm talking about. We don't treat people kindly because they've earned it. We don't offer grace because someone deserves it. We don't withhold humanity until someone proves themselves. We offer kindness because it reflects the kind of person we choose to be. Kindness is not a transaction. It's not a calculation. It's no reward. It's a reflection of our values, our character, and the kind of world we want to help create. And if the world feels divided, maybe it's because we're seeing more groups and fewer individuals, more labels and fewer names, more distance and less humanity. But the moment we slow down and see someone up close, really see them, everything changes. So here's my invitation for you today. Take a moment to see someone as a person, not a category. Say their name. Offer a kindness with no expectation attached. Let your actions reflect the kind of person you want to be. You never know how much someone might need it, and you never know what small act might matter more than you'll ever realize. Until next time, beautiful souls, keep choosing kindness. Keep seeing people as individuals. Make the most of every moment. And remember to live right now.
Thanks for being part of Live Right Now. If you like what you've heard, I encourage you to like and follow the podcast on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration today. Join the conversation on our Facebook page or email me your thoughts at the address in the show notes. I'm Allan Haw. Until next time, make the most of every moment and remember to live right now.